Papa Brad. Welcome to the iiRcadians, the show for fans of the iiRcade. While you're here, don't forget to slam that like button. And why don't you subscribe to the channel? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Thank you. And on with the show. iiRcadians assemble.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, when you hit your teens, life ain't really what it seems. Try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is what I'm doing. Never give up, never stop.
You goddamn right.
Prove it. Never
I'm
listen
back
to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best. I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Multiplay Fun Play with my good friend Papa Brad's Gaming. Say hi.
Hello. Give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only the best. I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
I just wanted to say thanks for inviting me to come on. I watch your guys' podcast show every week, and I love the fact that you guys are, just true fans of the product. You guys aren't like employees or anything like that. You're just fans who made a podcast show about the product that they really love, and that you can kind of feel that come through when you're watching it via YouTube. And I got to say, man, I really enjoy your guys' podcast show. You guys have been putting in a lot of good work, and I definitely just want to say thanks for having me on.
Where's that at? Okay, what's happening?
Happy Friday.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday.
Woo!
Happy Friday. Let's talk about some games.
Do it.
So, let's introduce everyone first. Of course, I am Papa Brad, iiRcade's biggest shill. Welcome to the show. We've also got a lot of great people with us today. We got Steps Gaming.
Hello. I am here.
She's gonna talk about the fighting games. We got one of my favorite YouTubers, Brooklyn Menace.
Brooklyn. Also from the iiRcadians and the Friday Night Arcade Show.
Thank you. We've got the Superstar Gamer.
What's happening, everybody?
We've got a really special guest, one of my favorite guys, Cuddles Arcade. What's happening,
Cuddles.
Cuddles?
I told you all about Zero Eyes, right? You missed out if you didn't get it. It's great, man. It really is.
Okay, cool. And
I got it, man. I got it.
We got KevGret. What's
What's
happening,
up,
Kevgret?
everybody? What's
Dropped
happening?
a fire video today.
You know,
Internet's
it's gotta
gonna
be
blow
made.
up. So welcome to the show. This is going to be a short show. This is just a show about the games for this week. And let me go ahead and pull up the games list. We're going to start with fighting games. Let's see here. Share screen. Share screen.
I don't know how short it's going to be. There's a lot of games on sale.
Bad.
Well, my visit will be short.
Money.
'Cause I'm still recovering. I did notice that
Okay.
Cuddles got a shirt that looks like it's straight out of Saved by the Bell.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
So
look
let's scroll down to the fighters. Let's
at all that.
see.
Look
where
at all
they
the
at.
savings.
Where they at? I'm looking. Let's see. There they are. Okay. First off, I just want to refer to what I consider our expert on fighters. Steps. On this sale, all the games are 30% off. Which games would you recommend? What would be your choices?
Well, obviously Breaker's Revenge if you don't have it, but most people that have an iArcade should have that by now. If you don't, buy Breaker's Revenge now.
You would think, but you would be surprised how many
And-
people don't know about Breakers.
Breaker's Revenge is a really fun game. If you know how to play like Street Fighter and you know those types of moves, you can figure out the moves of the characters in this game. And it's unique enough to be, that it doesn't, it doesn't necessarily feel like a clone. It's kind of its own original like thing. It's very. I'm hearing voices in the background. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am too. Okay, so let's go back to everyone being on. Okay,
Yeah.
So Breaker's Revenge.
Breaker's
Everyone
Revenge
agree
is
that
number one.
needs to make the cut as the number one.
Yeah, Breaker's Revenge, even as someone who doesn't, claim to be the best fighting game guy in the world, I can even tell you that Breaker's Revenge is the number one fighter game on iArcade.
Absolutely, for me too. I'm gonna give my number one spot to Breaker's Revenge. How about you, Jeff? What do you think?
Definitely, if you like a fighting game that has a combo system, special moves, this is the game for you. Number one pick for me.
KevGret?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fighting guy. I actually wanted to like Rage of the Dragons, but I just can't play that game, so it's got to be Breakers. As much as I want Rage, but yeah, definitely Breakers.
So we're putting as number one spot Breaker's Revenge. It's pretty much unanimous. I think the number two for most people would be probably Rage of the Dragons.
Yeah, Rage
Steps, because you know the most about these games. What do you think?
Yeah, Rage of the Dragons.
Sorry, let me pull this down.
Rage of the Dragons is a really fun game for me. It reminds me a lot of the style of playing like King of the Fighters on Neo Geo. Of course, it is a Neo Geo game. It was released by Playmore, which I think a lot of you know in I think it was early 2000s. SNK and Playmore were like one company. But this one was only Playmore. I believe it was developed in Mexico. But when you play it, the music, the sound effects, a lot of it just reminds me a lot of King of the Fighters. And it doesn't even feel like a knockoff or anything. It's actually a spiritual successor to the Double Dragon Fight game, except it's a lot cleaner. It definitely looks a lot cleaner, a lot crisper, and it's definitely a really good fighting game. And,
Very cool. Yeah, I would agree. For me, it's in my number two spot, 100% for me. We got a super chat from Stringer Films. Picked up the NHL Open Ice Cab today. Congratulations. That's a great game.
Nice.
And there is a tour of Stringer's Arcade on Papa Brad's Gaming. He has an awesome arcade. It's really something to behold. It's amazing. He's got a full-size Daytona USA 2-player in his basement. Full size.
That's fantastic.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. That's one of my favorite tours. So if you get a chance to stop by the channel, check it out. As far as other fighters we've got,
I'll tell you, I played Cornell's Revenge. a while back. I like that game. I think that's
Karnov's
pretty good.
Revenge.
I think it's a yeah. There was a series with Karnov. I don't there was Karnov and Karnav's Revenge. It was a whole series. It's a Data
Okay.
East.
Okay. Okay.
I've heard good things about Karnav's Revenge.
Of course, Barsis is a true classic. y'all know I was going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
But in all fairness, Barsis is good for like little kids that want to just bang on the buttons and play a game. Some other games that were in this list that
Karate Champ.
Karate Champ is a classic. The thing with Karate Champ for me is I just can't play it without the controls being mapped right.
I can't recommend
Can't
Karate
support
Champ. I grew up with the two joysticks. Can't play it any other way. Michael knows we want the two joysticks, but I can't say buy it under its current setup. It's
I can't either, even though it's one of my favorite arcade games.
Yes.
They definitely need to unlock a single player version of that game.
Yeah,
And I will be definitely
With that option.
100% all over it. And especially now that we can play online, they could set it where you could play against other people online with the authentic arcade controls. So that is a really good title. It just needs some tweaking. Imagine if you could play Karate Champ like live against people online. I think that'd be great.
oh, that'd be awesome.
Sign me up.
Yeah,
We have two other games from Bash that definitely need to be mentioned. Would be Time Killers and Bloodstorm. I remember Time Killers in the arcade. It just was so gory and over the top. I think Bloodstorm is kind of more the same. What do you guys think of those games?
I love them because they're just like cheesy, over the top fun. I picked both of them up today.
Yeah,
I have played Bloodstorm before on Legends, and once it went on sale, I grabbed it today because it's always a better experience on the iiRcade with the controls.
Yeah, I would recommend them too. But I mean, one thing I'll say about those games is if they were online, I think they would see a lot more love. I mean, if we can get those games online, I think people will be really stoked about having them, and we'll see a lot of people playing them. I mean, because to me, a fighting game playing against a computer is just not fun. I mean,
They cheat.
I mean, what do you think, Steps? Because you're really the expert. I really want your opinion. I mean, playing against a computer in a fighting game.
If I'm playing against a computer in a fighting game, I must be trying to either train or blow some time.
Yeah,
I like to play online, but I think everybody knows that about me. The only other thing I was going to say is I saw Battle K Road. I think was that what that was up there, the first
Battle
one?
K Road, yeah, it's one of the games.
Yeah, that one is so terrible it's almost worth playing.
It's one of those games so bad it might be good.
So bad it might be good just for a good laugh and a good fun time. How much is it? $6.99? That's not too bad.
It's cheap, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'll pick that one up. I think I'll pick that one up.
Yeah, some of the characters are kind of funny in it. It's a good time. I'm not gonna say it's a good fighting game by any means, but
yeah, I would say, in my opinion, the weakest category on iiRcade, by far the weakest category, is fighting games. What do you guys think?
Agreed.
I mean, I would say the strongest is probably maybe shmups, shooters, and
that's hands
arcade.
down.
Arcade is good too.
Category is sort of weak.
Arcade's starting to expand, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So I think that'll cover the fighters. Does anyone else have anything they want to add?
Pick up Bloodstorm.
I do like those games. Like I said, if they had online, I think they would see a lot of love. It's just.
I think eventually they will be online.
Yeah, I mean that would make those games fantastic. So basically, our group consensus was Breaker's Revenge for the win. Rage of Dragons 2. The Bash fighting games are pretty cool. Time Killers and Bloodstorm. And Karate Champ, we all just want them to get the controls where we can use the two joysticks. I think that's unanimous.
See you guys. I'm gonna go rest up.
I know.
Wait a
minute. Steps before you
Rest
go.
up.
Steps before you go. I'd like to say thank you for coming on. And this one's for you.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah!
In the Papa Brad glass.
Diabetes in a
There you go.
glass.
That's right, man. You get all my calories from soda.
That's
But
why
thank you so
get
much.
0 sugar.
Yes,
That's right. Please go check out Steps Gaming and her Mountain Dew channel. What's the Mountain Dew channel? That one's great too. So check that out. Hey, we got someone else popping in. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Hey, what's up, Alex?
Alex.
Hey, what's up? Yo,
Welcome to
I'm
the
sorry.
show.
I'm still trying.
Alex,
to
do you have any
fix
opinion on these fighters before we move on? We're going to move out of the fighter category. I really appreciate Steps coming on because she is kind of more of our resident expert when it comes to these games. Do you have any opinions on any of these fighters?
Yeah, I want to talk about Karate Champ for a second. That's why I had to jump on when I heard about Karate Champ. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Clear as a bell, brother.
All right, I have these things in, but I don't have my Bluetooth turned on. I had Karate Champ on the Commodore 64, and I hear what you guys are saying about the controls, but I never played it in the arcade. And the Commodore 64 controller sucked. It was like it was just one joystick and you had a couple buttons. So, I mean, now playing it on the iiRcade, I have found new love for it because I hated it back then.
Yeah.
So, more people might think like me.
But this is the arcade version.
Yeah, you're okay with the control setup.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
Yeah,
I just don't get why they can't offer both. Like, why can't you offer a single player version of that game?
It's totally doable. Yeah,
it's totally doable, and they have excellent online. That game is primitive. I mean, how hard could it be to get it to play online? I mean, it's a very basic fighter. But yeah, I'm all about authenticity. I like authenticity. For me, I want to play it like very close to the way it plays in the arcade. I mean, that's important to me. But you know.
But yeah, Time Killers is amazing. I would recommend people to get Karnov's Revenge if they haven't got it.
I did see that in the chat. I'm going to pick that one up and play it and check it out. But I've seen a couple people say Karnov's Revenge.
I'll have to get that.
Anything with a combo system, I'm down for.
I don't know if it has a combo system, but it blocks the same way Street Fighter does it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next category. The next category is going to be sports games.
Ooh,
oh yeah,
nice. Which
in this category, actually, they have quite a bit that's good.
Missing a certain sport
with ice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They love their soccer and tennis.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, the soccers, like I've played the soccers.
Yeah, they're decent.
They weren't really worth full
they are.
price, but at the discount, they're worth it.
Yeah, be more specific so we don't get an ice skating game.
Yeah, a figure skating game. That's what we all want is figure skating.
What I would like to see is Blades of Steel, but that's Konami. Well, you never know.
I'd like to see that blood hockey game. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be good too.
That would be cool.
Well, I mean, I think definitely some bangers in this category.
Totally.
I would probably start with. For me, I would start with Heavy Smash. Was my number one.
Oh, there's
when I started writing them down. It's fantastic. It plays fantastic online. It's interesting to watch. What do you think? I know we've played it on the Friday Night Arcade. What do you think of Heavy Smash, Brooklyn?
I think it's the best game to spectate and to play now online against people.
Very fun to watch. Mm-hmm. I agree.
And there's another game that's on sale that probably a lot of people aren't aware of that I think would also be a great one for them to enable online. Once we get to it, I'll mention it.
Okay. So we'll just go right down the list. I think 10-Yard Fight. We have any fans of 10-Yard Fight?
Yeah, it's a decent. I first played this on the NES, and this is my first time playing it on the arcade, and it plays pretty similar to the NES version that I first played in. It's worth the pickup at the price. It's a fun football experience.
Okay, and then we have Arlington Horse Racing. It's a horse racing simulator.
Can I say something about Arlington Horse Racing?
Absolutely. Let's get you on screen.
Arlington Horse Racing is actually a very fun game, but it should be 2 players, so you could bet against your friend. I know it wasn't ever like a 2-player game, but if you could bet against your friend, like you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
like you could
that'd be cool.
Go start off with the same amount of money and bet on the same race. That would be awesome. But I don't think that was ever that type of game. But it's
something different. That's a game I'm going to definitely pick up for the sale.
Yeah, I am
definitely going to pick that one up.
It's fun. I spent a couple hours on it. It's fun.
Let me get this back on. That's not what I want.
It might be the cheapest.
How do I fix this where it's back to the?
I think it might be the cheapest iArcade game, $2.09.
There it is.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
picking it up. Yeah,
Pick
at
it
that
up.
price,
Pick it
I'm
up.
picking it up.
It's a cup
Yeah.
of coffee.
Yep.
Bang Bead.
I have it.
Dude, I like this game.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Horrible
Yeah.
name, but it's basically like Windbreakers, just a different
Like
form of it.
Windjammers.
Windjammers, I'm
Windjammers,
sorry.
yeah.
And it's just a different form of Windjammers, and I believe it's online. And it's like Breakout with supercharges, different characters. I actually think that it's a very good game, and it's definitely worth a look if you like Windjammers.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
that's
definitely
probably-
was a quarter muncher when it was in the arcade because it is difficult. You basically have
hard.
you can swing left and right, and you're kind of like these like hooligans in New York City streets, and you use your racket to hit this ball that destroys all the garbage in the alleyways.
No. That's not
Cool
Bang Beat.
characters in
That's
that game.
Brooklyn. That's the other game.
Oh, I apologize. I'm not looking. Yeah, you know what?
Well,
You're right. That's not Bang Beat. I have that one too. That's like Windjammers,
Power.
but it's the course is a lot closer enclosed, so it's a lot
Exactly.
faster. I
Exactly.
apologize. You're right. I was talking about a different
Okay.
game.
Okay, so we have some other good ones in here. Let's see. How about Windjammers?
Oh, totally.
Windjammers a must buy.
Yeah, especially since it's online.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
How about U.S. Championship Volleyball?
I'm a
Absolutely.
huge
Fan
fan
of
of that game.
Pick that one up. Great buy.
Yeah,
Huge
it
fan of
plays
that
well
game.
online too. It plays
Yes.
well online too. Other games. Let's see. We had, believe it or not, wrestling games making this category too for some reason. But let's take a look here at what wrestling games they offer.
Squash is awesome.
Of course, Retromania Wrestling, which I don't know. I mean, this seems like the reviews are getting a little bit mixed. It is a very good modern game that's on iArcade. I think it is pretty challenging.
Yeah,
What
it's
do
got
you-
a learning.
what do
It's
you
got a
think
learning
of
curve.
Retromania, everybody. I mean,
I like the story mode. Should I go
Like
into
the
a whole
story
long
mode?
thing about it and be talking about
Yeah.
the wrong game?
well, actually, you did some great content with Retromania.
Yeah, he did.
Wrestling on your channel. You want to
Yeah.
talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that? That was pretty cool.
Oh, what when I went to their like little thing at Too Many Games.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I met up with Warhorse, who made sure that he wanted to show himself on the arcade, so he picked up the entire arcade to point to himself. And some of the stuff I did, it's like I got into the game. At first, I was having trouble playing it, and then I just kept going back to it over and over again. I finally started to be able to play it during the single player. Met up with everybody over there from Retrosoft. They gave me a bunch of posters that I was
Bunch of
giving
cool
out
swag.
on the
I know
show.
you had some contests.
Yeah.
Cuddles, have you played Retromania Wrestling?
I have a Retromania wrestling cabinet and
Uh,
it's uninstalled. So
Yeah, he does.
that
He
should
does
tell
like
you
it.
something.
so Cuddles was not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Not a
Control-
fan.
controls need a lot of work.
Controls are hard to get the hang of.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have an opinion on Retromania Wrestling?
I think if you like the characters, if you grew up with those characters,
Mhm.
I don't think it's a bad game to buy. It does.
It's certainly
take
not a
while.
bad game.
Yeah, it just
If
takes
you are
a
going to
while.
pick it up, it's on sale right now, so you save the most money. It's one of the most expensive games. to buy
Exactly.
on
I would
iArcade.
say it's
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
like
Probably the
Wrestle
most
Fest,
expensive.
Yep.
This is reminiscent of that.
It may
Absolutely.
not be all of our favorite game on the cabinet, but I think it's a very important game to have on
It's
the
an important
arcade.
game.
Yeah, I
and it's
agree.
well done. It's well done. Okay,
Yep.
let's see. We got some other good games on this list.
I'm not into wrestling games.
Not
It
into wrestling games. Okay. I kind of like Street Hoop. Has anyone played that game? It's kind of like a basketball game. It plays kind of fast. It kind of reminds me of like an NBA Jam kind of game. And it is online. That's a pretty fun game.
I think Street Hoops and Hoops 96 are must owns. If you only have to get one, I say Street Hoop maybe.
Yeah, I like Street Hoop better.
Yeah, I do too because of
played
the time factor. I think on Street Hoops 96 or Hoops 96.
Feels more like NBA Jam to me.
It's too fast. There's you can't get a good game in. But Street Hoops must buy. Totally agree.
Uh-huh. How about I mean, like for me, I like old school arcades, so I like Tropical Angel a lot. It is a score chasing game. There's
might have to check
very
that.
steep competition at the high end of that game on this iiRcade. So for me, that is that's a game that I really like on iiRcade. It's a very deep cut in the arcade, and it's actually I think the second video I ever made when I started as a YouTuber was on Tropical Angel. So I'm a pretty big fan of that game. Goofy Foot's here. Welcome, Goofy Foot. He said he picked up Heavy Smash, Bang Bead, Casino Golf, and Stadium Heroes. So far.
Stadium Heroes good.
Stadium Heroes '96 is a fantastic
Yeah, I've got
basketball
that
game.
one.
I mean,
It takes a lot of skill.
Game.
Too. It takes a lot
Baseball,
of
it's
skill.
really good. That's a good one. That would be one I would get. I mean, really, there's a lot of good sports games in here.
Papa Brad, you keep skipping squash.
Squash. Tell me about squash. Tell me all about it.
It's just like honestly, it's like between Stadium Hero '96 and squash. Those are my two favorite sports games. But squash, it's just fun. I mean, not there's the girls whatever in the background, but
that's the naked girl in the background for no reason.
Fun. It takes skill. It's just it makes you feel like you're there. Squash is amazing. Give squash a chance.
Good.
Seriously,
squash is fantastic.
It's excellent.
It plays great online too.
It looks stupid until you play it.
It is fun, and that's the thing. These sports games are fun to play online. I mean, every time I've played them online, I've enjoyed them. Squash is definitely a good one. The volleyball is fun. I mean, there's a lot of good games in this category. We have a bowling game, Bash Bowling. I know that one's pretty popular.
We play that a lot, and I really love the last update they did where you can now either early on or at the last moment, you can like use your stick to aim the ball and you get like a little bit of play with it. It really gave it like, because it's not like a bowling simulator. It's more of like an arcade type game.
Yeah, that's one game. So that's one game that really has only gotten better and better. The longer it's been on iiRcade, it's just gotten better and better.
Yeah, I love that.
Continue to work on it, which I love. And it's really came a long way since when they started. And I do like the curve mechanic now. And it is easy to get in a game quick. Like, and you can play with a lot of players, which is really cool.
It's come a long way, and it's still early on. It's not even.
Look at all these people.
In its final phase.
We're talking about games, man.
I can't. I'm in my car. You guys are so tiny. I can't even see who you got. I saw.
Let me make you smaller.
Tell me about it. He has the game so tiny. I was talking about the wrong one.
Papa Brad, Cuddles, Brooklyn, Kenneth Gret. What's up, guys?
Soccer's not really my jam, but they have a lot of sports. We have soccer. What's a better soccer game, Big Striker or Goal, Goal, Goal?
Evolution.
Evolution's the best soccer game?
Evolution soccer.
That's the best soccer game?
Is it?
Okay.
Evolution's the best?
It has like cool power-ups.
Okay.
Does it? Okay. Yeah. So we got to vote for Evolution Soccer.
It's online, though.
So there's one on here I was talking about earlier that we're kind of up to, Stoneball. Do any of you guys have that game? That's also a very deep cut. You won't find that in a lot of places.
Well,
this is a fun game. If they put this one online and you guys start playing it, I think you're gonna highly enjoy it.
It's basically like heavy Smash.
Yeah, if you're liking Heavy Smash, this is gonna give you that similar type of feel with Caveman.
It's really cool.
Stoneball.
Yeah,
you can fight and hit each other.
Stoneball was never actually released as a game. I guess the developer worked on it, but he never actually released it. And when I first got my iiRcade, I got it, and I had a couple hours fun play with it.
And really, these games like for like what's it, $5.58 or something, $5.59, $6. You could try it out and see what you think. I mean,
But Squash is the one in that category, and Stadium Hero '96.
You'll get a lot of fun out of the single player, but if they enable online with Stoneball, I think everyone's gonna really enjoy playing that against
Prince
each
Malcolm.
other.
Welcome to the chat. Has anyone ever played any like Mat Mania or Mania Challenge?
Yeah, those are pretty good. I remember playing those in the arcade.
Those are kind of like old school arcade wrestling games, aren't they?
If you're not down with retro Mania wrestling, I would go for those two. They're a fun arcade wrestling experience.
Okay.
For the price, definitely pick those up.
So really, there's a lot in here. There's a lot of good games in here. I have not played Casino Golf. Does anyone have? I have not played it yet. Does anyone have an opinion on that one? I might pick
Brooklyn
that one up.
does.
Brooklyn owns it.
Yes,
I
he
love
does.
it.
What
I
do you
mean,
think?
it's addicting.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you know, it's a fun game and you challenge yourself because you want to like bet all of your money to make a lot more. Or you
It's
can
kinda
use
like
it,
a
or you can
gambling
start
game?
using strategies. It is a gambling game.
It's a gambling game. Okay.
I've
Alex, what do you think?
I've
If you have
blown
it?
it on the first shot.
Yeah. Go all in.
I've gone all in on the
But
first
it's
one.
also a golf game too.
It's not really. I don't think you can consider that
Cuddles is
golf.
ready
It's
to speak.
really
Let's get
insane.
I hope they can update. There's something about casino golf.
We need a strictly casino game
okay.
on the iArcade. Like
I agree.
strictly
That would be
casino.
I would love a
fantastic.
casino poker.
I gotta be honest,
blackjack.
Cuddles. I think that this is the closest to it. Like I can see this like in the back corner of a store where you play it to win like points and stuff.
Win money and
But
stuff.
It's pretty
I
much
mean,
like that.
It's a
The
gambling
sound effects are
casino.
cool.
Around the table with like say for instance it's you, Papa Brad, and me, and we're at a table betting. That
That'd be
would be
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's
That'd be
actually
awesome.
a casino.
Just make
That'd be
like
cool.
that would be great.
Yeah.
And that would be a good game. Like I mean, even someone like Bash that makes like independent games.
I'll
that
bet
would
you a
be something-
Beatles record
someone
for
could do
two
that.
Banakas.
And I think a lot of us are older people. We're older gamers. I think if I'm wrong, correct me.
Totally.
But we, we're like all 40 and older.
Oh, good. Yes.
And we, for something like a casino game to be on the iArcade, I think it would be a top 10 seller because we could all get together,
Oh yeah.
play online.
Yeah, I would love
together.
it. I would love it. So
And then it's somebody could just hop in, if it's online, you see two other players playing it, and boom, third player jumps in.
yeah, if they're listening, I
Agreed.
mean, if they're listening, they usually are. I mean,
Yep.
a casino game would be definitely a win. Mitchell B agrees. He says, "I like where you're going with this, Cuddles."
Papa Brad,
Biggie D is doxing himself. He is 40 exact.
an online lobby is crucial. That's what we need.
Online lobby system
Yes.
is definitely something we need
For
to
casino
improve
game.
the online
But-
experience
I
for
agree,
sure.
Alex.
So you can see who wants to play anything online,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's coming.
Like
though.
who's
That's coming.
online? It's like maybe I'm trying to play Bash Bowling and you're trying to play Breaker's Revenge and neither of us
Yeah.
know we're online. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right. A matchmaking system.
Like a friend's
Maybe in the user interface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. That's something they need to work on.
that's coming. I believe
It's
that's
coming. I know they're working.
That'll
on it,
change
so
everything.
it's good
That,
to-
when
It
that
will.
happens, it's going to change everything.
the online.
Oh,
for all the
iArcade's
games.
going to take off.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I mean, this category is really strong. I mean, we recommended almost a lot of the games. There's only a few that we didn't really go into.
Could anyone recommend street basketball? That's the one
Nobody
where it's just like
recommended
one
street
on one.
basketball.
I really like
Yeah.
Rimrock and
Is
basketball.
that like where your player has
Rim
like the big
rocking?
head?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big arms, big
It
head.
looks like a cell phone
I'm
game.
surprised nobody
It's
mentioned
a cell
That
phone
was
game.
horrible.
Yeah,
no one
that's a
mentioned the
cell
free
phone.
snowboarding game.
I love that game.
I think
Yeah.
it's cool.
I still play that.
You still play that game? Okay.
Yes. That and all the rally games with the same type
Okay.
of style control. The very arcade type games that I enjoy.
Yeah, I remember when Michael came on and he started playing that game, and he was so much better than anyone else. It was
Dude,
insane.
he smoked us in
He
that.
just
I
smoked
had
everyone. It was like
the one quarter
you
challenge.
could tell he'd been playing that game a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, I forgot that he tests all these games.
Yeah, he knew that game cold. So that was sports. Lots of good games. That brings us down to our last category. There's not a whole lot in RPGs, but there are some RPGs on this arcade system.
Yeah.
Which for me, I'm kind of more of an arcade gamer. I did buy Ys Chronicles. I did buy it, and I did buy Evoland 2. But for me, I just like to play arcade games on my iArcade. That's just me personally. But I think these games work well.
If you really want to have a lot of fun for a couple of hours, because you can pretty much beat it in one sitting, get Evoland, the first one.
Evoland?
Yeah,
first one?
it's so cool. Like, I know that they pretty much do the same gimmick in Evoland 2, but they kind of add in like time travel and stuff to it.
Yeah.
But it's so great. It really takes you through the history of video games. It starts out like as like an old game, and as you keep playing
It
through
evolves
it,
as you play it.
it evolves.
Right. It
gets
starts
more
off
and more
really
modern.
basic, and the Evoland 2 does that too.
They
They're
do
really
it, yeah.
good games. They're good games.
Forget that it's an RPG. Pick up Evoland. You'll have fun. I guarantee you can probably beat it in one sitting. It's not that long of a game. The second one's a lot longer.
Yeah.
My only issue with
7 hours.
this, I can't say anything bad about both of the games, but I think Evoland 2, even on sale, you can get these games. You can get the whole pack of both of them for a lot cheaper
elsewhere.
for like $3. But I still had a lot of fun playing it on iiRcade.
Has anyone played Reventure?
I have it.
Is it any good?
I haven't played.
What is it?
Oh no, I apologize. I haven't played Reventure. That one, it seems like you can do anything in that game. You can just basically
Is that the game where you have to
kill
find different
anyone
ways
in
to
that
die?
game. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can change the story 100. Like there could be like over 100 different endings to that game.
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I played Evoland 2, and there's another one that's sort of, it's the orange pixel one. I didn't like that one, but it's like you're in a cave, but they don't put it under RPG, but it really is an RPG.
Heroes of Loot.
Yeah, Heroes of Loot 2.
Yeah, Heroes of Loot 2.
It was just like too repetitive. It was just way too repetitive.
I love that game. I wouldn't consider it an RPG. I would consider it more like Gauntlet.
It's like a dungeon crawler.
Okay.
But
one game that I kind of found that I kind of like that's kind of a real quirky game is White Knight. It's for some reason I'm not finding it, but it is on sale.
Right, it's under the adventure category. Go down a little bit. They have an adventure category with 8
I'm
games
sorry.
in it.
Okay,
Yeah, there's like another category.
I just put it in the showing all sale games because I didn't see it and I knew it was on sale. But that's a fun game. It's kind of like a graphic novel. It's all black and white.
Yeah,
and it's a very cool game.
Slow paced game.
Creepy. It's pretty creepy.
Story.
Like if you turn the sound up, I mean, it has some jump scares in it. And
they also got Another World on sale.
That's
a great game.
Yeah, it's
I've heard a lot of good things about that. I snagged that
Where
one
is it?
today.
I'm missing it.
Keep going.
Keep going up.
Yeah,
with that black and white one, they actually like some guy who made aftermarket stickers for the iiRcade.
Adventure. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
For White Knight, there was a guy who makes the stickers, the decals for the aftermarket, for the iiRcade.
Yeah.
He actually made a really cool skin for White Knight.
Wow.
So,
White Knight is cool.
His favorite game on the iiRcade.
It's all black and white. It reminds me of like the Frank Miller Sin City type artwork, but it's a different theme. It's more of like a creepy, almost like a horror theme.
And it's got a full story. It's pretty fleshed out, and it's a pretty long game. At like eight, I think it's 8 to 10 hours it took me to beat it, and it's not easy. There's going to be sections where you're going to scratch your head a little bit on what to do, but I totally think it's a worth purchase for this game. It's well done.
I have every game on that list.
On the adventure category?
Yeah, every one of those.
Yeah. What's Skellboy?
Yeah,
Skellboy is a really strange one. That would it kind of has like a Minecraft look to the graphics, and it's got like a 3/4 perspective. It's so weird. It's like you can take different part of like you're like as you fight different enemies in the game, like pieces of their body will fall off, and you can put them on. And
it almost has a Paper Mario type thing to it.
It's weird, man.
It's weird. Yeah.
It plays well, but I always felt like the visuals just seem a little choppy. But you play the video, Brad. It's a strange one. It's basically like a 3D world platformer or adventure type game.
But your character is flat.
Full screen is unavailable.
Yeah, like I said, it's got like that.
Paper Mario.
Well, it's okay. I can see the video.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try that one out and just see what I think of it.
It takes a while to get going. So
it's an expensive game. It's a $20 game.
It is an expensive game.
It's expensive.
So I might check it out while it's on sale and see what I think.
I've sat down with it for like an hour or two, and then I wound up starting it over because I didn't play it for a while.
Yeah, Another World is great. I would.
I love the Heroes of Loot. I didn't have Heroes of Loot 1. I had Heroes of Loot 2. picked up the first one today because I really enjoy Heroes of Loot 2. It's kind of like a roguelite game where, you get one shot to see how far you can get. But your experience that you gain on your characters kind of like stays. So once you go back in,
Okay.
I like it like that.
it's a little easier. But every time you go back in, it's different. The dungeons are never the same. They're randomized.
Okay.
Now, Another World was on the Sega Genesis, correct?
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah.
PC as well. Yeah.
PC. Yep.
HLB is a big
Amiga.
fan of the Ease games.
But isn't this like a remastered version of it?
Yeah, this is the remastered version that came out. I think early 2000s.
Goofyfoot's ready to play cards with us online.
Let's go, Goof. The problem I have with Another World, it's fun, it looks great, but some of those controls are so touchy, and when you get further in the game, there's levels that are basically timed, and you have to move that character precise. And I'm stuck at this part where, like, this guy's shooting a laser, but you have to duck and hit 3 button combos at the same time, and there's latency, and so it's like, it's good, but be prepared for some frustration later on in the game.
Some of those style games are a lot easier with a standard console controller than an arcade type setup.
Yeah, I agree.
Splunker, difficult game, but I always love those type of adventure games where you got to keep going deeper down into the cave.
To me, if I'm going to play a game like of that style, then I'm going Lode Runner Legacy all the way.
Totally. Agreed.
It's such a kick-ass game. I mean,
yeah, I picked that up when it was on.
I bought the entire Lode Runner series of arcade games.
Yeah,
I played them all for a little bit. Then I was like, man, I just love Lode Runner Legacy. I can't. I like the modern. The retro modern is where it's at. What do you think?
I didn't find it necessary to pick up all 4 with Legacy because in Legacy you still kind of you could still go back and play the retro of the first one.
I bought them all.
No, it's certainly overkill. You don't need all of them, but I bought them anyway.
They're so similar too. It's
I can't tell them apart.
But Lode Runner Legacy don't they have all the other ones included with it?
I think they have the
just
first
the
one.
original, but it's not the one on the iArcade. It's a different looking.
Isn't like the PC one? I mean,
it's like a
computer one.
Yeah,
it's like a remake of the older graphics, but it's not the original.
Of the original like computer.
Exactly.
These are the arcade versions.
I've had
a
very good time with Lode Runner Legacy.
Lode Runner Legacy is great.
Yeah.
Tell us what should they be looking at? What should iArcade be looking at? I'll tell you,
I'm going to pick up Tropical. To be honest with you, I've been playing Zero Eyes like crazy. See, I even watched the demo on the iArcade. You have to speed up to hit the other cars, right? But once they hit you, you have to hit the brake. So you have the gas and the brake. So whoever was playing it didn't hit the brake, and they kept crashing into the wall, and the game was over in like 30 seconds. But you have to hit the car, and if another car hits you, hit the brake. And so that keeps you going forward. Zero Eyes is incredible, man. I've been playing. I must have put 5-6 hours into Zero Eyes. It's very addicting.
Okay, and that was just on sale, so you just missed it.
And I was trying to
it's not an expensive game. Pick it up, check it out.
It's still $5. It's worth $5, but
it's still not an expensive game to get.
It's incredible. One of the best games. One of my favorite games is Zero Eyes on the iArcade.
Okay. What do you think, Nick? I haven't heard from you in a while. What do you think? As far as these games, which ones are you going to pick up?
Well, I definitely picked up, like I said, the Lode Runner that we were talking about, the Legacy. I want to try that one out. I think Skellboy will be something that's on my list. That looks really good when we just looked at. I'm into games like that, and Heroes of Loot as well, those dungeon crawlers and roguelites. Definitely interested in those.
I know, Kev, Greg, you probably got most of these games, but are there any games you're picking up?
Yeah, I did not get the Bloodstorm and the Time Killers, so I want to pick up those. And the Heroes of Loot, I definitely want to pick up. But yeah, I mean, these sales are coming, Brad, but by the 3rd or 4th year, we're going to have them all. I'm up to 160 games or so.
I'm a huge fan of iArcade. I have a lot of games.
So eventually it's like, they're on sale. And you're like, oh, I got it. I got 90% of these games now. What do I do?
What are we going to do when we get the shmups? It's like, I got them all, I think. I think I got like 90% of the shmup catalog I have.
Oh, yeah, I have them all.
That's what this
That's what this cab. I mean, it's just nothing
Yeah.
touches this cab in that
Yeah.
category.
Yep.
I saved money that week.
But there's gonna
Yeah, that'll be a cheap week. I will
Right.
literally pick up the couple I don't have, and that'll be it. So
But we need an all-star shmup, like a AAA shmup.
they have the whole Toplin library. It doesn't get more AAA than that for shooters. The Toplin
There's
library.
still
I mean, if
so
they had
many
Cave,
more out there. So
Yeah.
many great ones.
Many
They
more.
could get something like iiRcade. Oh my God, would you imagine that on
Ikaruga,
iiRcade?
There's even much, I know
Yeah,
Brooklyn. He
so
knows the
much.
good shmups out there. There's a lot of really good shmups out there.
I know you're into them too. Like you do a lot of reviews of them.
Yeah.
And, but I think just it doesn't need to be like an old school arcade. And you look
No.
look at what's available on Steam.
The more
and pick
modern
some of the
shmups are
winners.
even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
There's one company called QUTE.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of good shmups. And then there's Cave. Those are
Cave is amazing. If they could get Cave, wow, that would be incredible.
Or something. Those are like the two best shmup companies out there.
What up?
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
But those are $25 games, but I would pick them up day one.
Yeah, I would pick up. It wouldn't matter. Like if it's a really great shmup, I'll buy it. It wouldn't matter. I mean, as long as not $100 or something. I mean, if it's reasonable, I would
Did I
definitely
just
pick it up.
walk into Cuddles saying he wants to pay $25 for every iiRcade game?
Yeah.
No, just for a QD shmup or a Cave shmup.
Yeah, for
Only Donut Dodo.
That's worth $25.
I actually bought Dodo.
You did?
Dodo.
Oh, my God,
we've
what?
converted you.
we converted Cuddles. Cuddles is switching his
The
tune.
toilet bowl is so frustrating, though. I
Can't jump it, man.
His tune.
You can't jump it. It's just
Everything
lot of
else you can
skill.
jump over, or it's on a fixed path. So you just got to worry about avoiding the one guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
One dude.
Yeah. Jeff was afraid to come on because Jeff didn't have a lot of good to say about the sports games. Jeff, what
Okay,
games
look.
would you? I just want to
There,
hear
yeah.
what games would you recommend out of these games that are on sale? Because you missed most of the stream, but what would you say
Let
if
me
you tell
pull
someone,
them up.
look, buy these games? Which games would you say are your faves?
Let me pull it up. Because I looked at this list, and I'm gonna be honest, guys. I told Brad, I'm like, man, do you really want me to come on the stream today? Because
He was scared to come on. I said, Jeff, this is a safe space.
These are not my
You can
favorite
say what you
titles this
think.
week. So
There's some good
Can you
sports
find
games.
one that you like, Rainwater?
yeah. Let me sort this. 10-yard fight right off the bat. That one's the gem of this pick.
Okay, so 10-year fight. It did make our sports list of the winners.
I just look at that game and
I've never played it.
Yeah, the way it looks with like
A
the
hidden
whole
gem
team
is Tropical Angel. Most people don't know that
Stoneball.
game.
I do like
Stoneball. This is another one that they said was really
Yeast
good.
Chronicles are
I'll
good
buy
if you're
that
looking
sure.
for. That's like if you like Zelda games. Yeast Chronicles. Heavy Smash is. It's not a deep game, but it's good for a little.
Heavy Smash is fantastic.
If you're buying Heavy Smash, you're buying it to play
it's
online.
one of the best online sports games because it plays so smooth. It's
What a
fantastic
deep discount on Retromania Wrestling, though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good discount. I
If
mean,
you're going to buy it, pick it up on sale.
Bring up all the games, Papa Brad. Let so
Stadium
we can all
Heroes
pick our
96. Stadium
what our
Heroes
top
96
pick would
let me
be.
pull them up. Here we
one
go.
that I
Boom.
think is
We
one
can
that
only
should
buy
go.
one.
Only buy one.
Oh, we're going to do that? Okay, let me sort them just to the games that are on discount.
Out of the entire
Evo
sale.
Land games? Because those
There's
are
too many
superb.
ones to pick from.
Yeah. Just something
Don't
that you can't go
discount-
wrong
I mean,
with.
of course. Why
Now,
would
you
you go with
understand?
Versus?
Obviously, we
I mean,
know
Versus is only
Breakers is great,
$4.19.
but I'm not the biggest fighter game guy. I have Breakers, and it's great. All right, someone go first so I have a chance to look.
It's a tough one. I mean, if you want,
I can pick one. If I can pick one, I'm going to say Breaker's Revenge because it's a fantastic fighter and it's really the only great fighter that I'm in love with on iiRcade. So I would say Breaker's Revenge, shortly followed by Heavy Smash would be my number 2.
Check
I
out
love those two
Karnov's-
games.
Karnov's Revenge. Check that one out.
I'll check that one out.
I thought it was funny today. Michael was talking about Rage of the Dragons being one of his favorite fighting games, and he said it's a game that has a high level of skill, but a low barrier of entry, and I totally
he's
disagree.
Barrier
wrong.
of entry
He's
is
so
insane
wrong.
on that game.
Get my ass kicked in seconds.
I haven't met anyone that can beat the computer except for Mikey J. Mikey J says he can beat it, but I want to see. I mean,
I think there's a lot of depth to that game, but as far as a low barrier of entry, I think he got that way
it's
wrong.
It's a very high barrier of entry. It's a very
game.
Playing against a computer in that game is no fun.
I mean, unless we're all just bad. Maybe that's
I'm ready to give my picks.
Okay, he's ready. Brooklyn's coming on.
One pick.
I'm going to say Evo Land 1 and 2 and Heroes of Loot 2.
Excellent. Good choices.
Oh, you like the Heroes of Loot ones? Oh, you know what? I did play that. That's kind of
I really
almost
enjoy
like
them.
A dungeon
How
crawl
about-
card
how
game.
about- how
It's
about,
like it's one of the games like you kind of pull up your stool
I
and
did a
sit
live
down
stream on
and,
that. Yeah,
and
yeah.
play it.
That was pretty good.
How about you, Cuddles? Cuddles, I respect your opinion. If you could pick one.
Okay.
Is it
one-
squash?
Squash.
Is it squash,
What?
really? Squash for the win.
There you go.
I mean,
You always
I have to
pick the
admit,
weirdest
squash is
titles.
fantastic. It is
Don't-
really fun to play.
Don't look at the videos or anything. Just buy it.
Just buy it and play it.
You
It's
got,
fantastic.
you got a half an hour.
Good.
I agree.
You'll be addicted in 10 minutes. Trust
And it's
me.
funny, the At Games community is also, they love that squash game because it's a good
I
game.
don't get it.
It doesn't matter what
Everybody
platform
loves
it's on. It's a
squash.
good
It's
game.
actually,
Okay?
Jeff, if you've played it online, it's pretty fun. Once you get online and start hitting the buttons
You
and
got to
get
play.
into it,
Yeah, I
you
don't play
gotta
against
play
a
it.
computer. You
Yeah,
got to
you
play
gotta-
against a live player.
Yeah.
Just like a fighting game. If a fighting
don't
game
know
you
the
can't play
rule-
against a live player,
You don't-
like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that's out right now, like I can beat that game without losing a life.
Jeff, you just have to hit the ball. That's all you have to know.
That's it, man.
Just
It's
hit the
just
ball,
like-
man.
Yeah, don't get
Yeah, it's
distracted
like
by the
ping
nude
pong,
women
right?
in
Yeah.
the cutscenes. There's a nude woman in the crowd, but like
Give me more
it's,
reasons to
it's
not
so
buy
quick.
this game, Brad.
It's so quick that people don't notice. Like I never even noticed until Cuddles pointed it out, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Now I see it every time I see it. Like
Oh, good lord.
I never saw it. I'd been playing the game. I'm like, why does this game have a?
Let me see if they marked
So
they
it's
marked
so
this as
so it's on
mature.
iiRcade, and they actually in that part the girl holds up a sign,
say
so
A
it's
sign,
blocking.
right? Yeah.
Really? Oh, see, maybe that's why. Like, if I have it on iiRcade, then I'm paying.
Yeah, well,
twice
this
for it.
is the true arcade game, so you get the full experience, which I
I want
appreciate.
to know one of the expensive titles that they have on here, more expensive, relatively more expensive, is Scale Boy.
It
I
is.
played this and I had a
Chris
good time with my
Hamilton,
daughter. What do you guys
I'm
think?
going to tell you this, Chris. There's a game with a lot more nudity. It's called PP and BBs.
Yeah,
Check
I
out the
bought-
review on my
I bought
channel.
that
That one. Now, that is a
That was on
masterpiece.
sale last week.
That is a masterpiece.
PP and BBs. What do you guys think of Scale Boy?
I think it's weird. It's like a long platformer, like weird perspective type game. I just felt like when I played it, it played a little choppy, like
Yeah.
the frame rate.
I
But
thought it was going to be more like Paper Mario, but it
Yeah.
wasn't.
I agree with Mikey J too. He says buy Rage of the Dragons now because it's an expensive game and it's on sale. That is true. It's an expensive game. I would get it now. It's definitely worth having. It's one of the two good fighters.
Mikey, do you like Mighty Warriors for $4.19? That's what I want to know from fighting game guys if they actually like that one, because that's a cheap fighting game. Nobody ever talks about it.
Okay, so let's see. We have not heard from Nix. What would be your pick if you could pick one of these games on sale?
Stadium 96, the baseball game.
That's a
Plays
great
it.
game. That's
Yeah,
a good choice
Plays
too.
really good. Good
Fantastic.
baseball experience.
It takes a lot of
That's good.
skill too. Like
Yeah.
I was watching you guys playing. I'm like, no, dude, you could. There's different. You could throw different kind of pitches. You could swap out the players. Your pitcher's weak. You could put in a better pitcher, and the same with the. You have the bases loaded. You could change the batter.
Steel bases, like it's full
Yeah.
baseball
Chris
experience.
prefers Evo Land to Skellboy.
So do I, hands down.
It's a better
Evo
story.
Land is better. Okay.
Cool.
Just the way
gimmicks.
the way it starts out, and how
You
you
It
go
is so
through
cool.
all
It
the
is so
history
cool.
of video games, different
It is
graphics.
cool. I
and
like the
stuff.
way
I
it
love
gradually unlocks. It starts from super primitive to
Yeah.
And that's why when I said as my pick, I said Evil Land 1 and 2, because I pretty much guarantee you, if you play Evil Land, you're gonna want to play the second one.
Yeah, but be warned, that second one has a section at the end game in a forest, and I
hard.
I must have spent 3 hours in that forest. I couldn't get out.
Oh, that is frustrating.
Oh man.
I don't know if you guys made it that far.
I don't know. Like
Well,
to me, like I
Eagle
said, for me, I like.
Land too. I got pretty far, but I had to look online for cheats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to get out of the forest. I had to look it up.
Yeah, I got stuck at a couple spots. It's a good game though.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Okay, I think we covered all the games. What do you guys think? I think we went through all the games pretty good.
I think if you want something, get it. It's the only
Want
time this
something,
year.
get it on sale.
Just get it.
There's
Stack
a
'em up.
few that are in here that I'm going to give a shot to that I have passed on previously, like Casino Golf, Another
Yeah, I'm
World.
gonna get that one. I'm picking
Yep.
that up.
Yep.
A horse race betting one. What's
Arlington? Yeah, I'm picking that one up.
So, I mean,
too.
I want to try these.
There's quite a few I'm gonna pick up in this sale.
Jeff,
I mean, and if you want a legit, like really long role playing game, those ease games,
Yeah.
like the
Those are
freaking intro
good.
alone is like 40 minutes before you even start playing.
But Jeff, I forbid you to refund a $2.09 game. If you,
Oh, I will refund that Arlington horse race if it sucks. I'm not.
dude, I
Refund.
like
Jeff's a refund
This-
king.
We'll say this:
refund
this week,
king.
I'm not filling my cart with $100 worth of games. I'm buying them one at
He's
a
gonna
time.
one at a
And then
time and
refund
refund
you.
all of them.
I don't care if the game is like 30 cents. If it sucks, I will
Oh,
refund. It's the
Jeff.
principle of it.
I'll give you
No,
$2.09 back.
Yeah.
Arlington
It
horse
might be-
race is fun,
but-
man.
I also am going to recognize that it is only $2.09.
Thank
So
you.
If it's
That's all
if
right.
it is like meh, I'll probably keep it, right? Because it's worth $2.09, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
now, if that's meh, but I spend, let's say, $10.49 on Rage of the Dragons, and it's worth $2.09, then I would refund it, right?
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
that
Yeah.
one, but still. So I
You'll-
will keep
you'll
in
enjoy Arlington
mind
horse
the
race.
cost of the game versus whether I think it's worth that. But yeah, there's a few that I want to try. As Divine Dios is one that I probably want to check out. Tears Revolute is another one that I'd like to check out. So there's a number of them that I'm going to give them the 30-minute treatment to this week.
30-minute treatment.
We'll see
Do
if it makes the cut.
See if they
Give it
make the cut.
I'm not getting
30-minute
Bear
rub
Sis,
down.
though. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Don't
Some of
forget,
them
Bear Sis is
RPGs,
on
though,
sale for
Rainwater, it's
$4.19.
30 minutes before you start playing.
Yeah, exactly. Text it for 30 minutes.
It's a 30-minute
30 minutes create a character. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
What's like 30 minutes create a character?
I'm
Which
stuck
game
with
are you
it.
playing?
all the RPGs.
Oh, really?
Because Skullboy takes forever to get going, like to actually
Does it?
start playing. It's like a tutorial for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
it did have a long tutorial. It's a
And that's
cool
the thing. Like,
art
for me,
style.
like I have a hard time like sitting in my arcade doing an RPG.
Yeah.
It might just be me, but like I can't.
Yeah,
Like I want to sit on a TV if I'm doing
it's
that
true.
kind of game.
It's
you know?
true.
Agreed.
I
Yeah.
mean,
That's why I
want to
like
get
the
in and
Evo
get
Land.
out and have.
You
a-
know,
You can. I'm
I
telling
just
you, you
wanna-
can beat Evo Land in one sitting.
Yeah,
Easily.
it's
point
like
out,
3 hours.
You can take it off the base and set it on your desk right here, so you can see. This is literally where mine is.
yeah,
No one
you
does
just
that,
kinda
Rainwater.
show-
Yeah,
I
who
don't
does
do
that?
Rainwater
It's
I've
does that.
taken
literally
my
right
arcade
here.
apart to play a game.
Yeah,
I took
I'm
it in
not-
my bathroom.
Because I play it so much, I didn't want to have to stand up and play it. sit
Jeff
on the
puts it
sofa.
next to his car when he's driving to work.
Yeah, he has it in his
He's
passenger
The
seat.
Prius,
Right.
in the passenger seat of the Prius when he's driving around.
If you
But
knew
he's
how bored I was
responsible. He puts a
today at work,
seatbelt
I
on
should've
it.
brought it to
He
work,
does.
is
He
what I
does
should've
properly secure his iArcade.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
why
my
he's
God.
always in his car when he's doing
Drive
iRcade
Yeah.
safely,
games.
people. Only play at red lights.
Yeah, he only plays at
You
the red
could
lights.
do that. I'm just saying. I'm not endorsing playing 10-yard fight while at a red light on Sundine Avenue, but
It's
just
got a
saying.
pause button.
That was very
Hey,
specific.
anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. All right.
I bet Nix can play while driving and still beat me.
They still get first place.
Yeah. I mean,
As a matter of fact, from now on, if you want to play in any competitions, you need
there
to
could
be
be there
driving.
could be a new show.
Yeah,
called-
exactly. He
It could
has
be a
to
new
drive.
show instead of Friday Night. It could be called
go.
"Can Anyone Beat Nix?"
That's actually a good
answer
idea.
The
He reaches
answer
to
is
shift
no.
gears and instead
Nobody
he
can.
moves the joystick.
Oh,
You know, we didn't.
fantastic.
Carlos and I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but whoever wins on the Friday Night Arcade show tonight actually wins his shirt.
That would be awesome. Alex has a room open in Squash.
Size medium.
And look, man, this is the best. This is the best dressed man on the internet.
But you got to
I
fit a
love
size
that
medium.
shirt.
Look
I
at the
saw
way he
that
represents.
shirt in what was that TV show? Saved by the Bell that had the
Yeah.
curtains in the no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, is
Very
that
cool.
is that
Very
the Saved
cool.
by the Bell background?
It's every 90s trapper keeper.
Don't hurt me.
So I wanted to bring this up. I know Michael thinks like Galacticon wasn't my idea, and I don't know, man. I think
Oh, wait, what?
there's another developer out there called Reset Games,
Okay.
and they have Machine Gun Fury. I think I did a video on my channel, and their games are awesome. If we could get Reset Games on board, that would be incredible. I think they're out of the UK, and one of their games is called Machine Gun Fury. Alex watches my channel. Not many people watch it, but
Yeah,
Alex
I watch all your videos.
I saw that one.
Every video I watch. Every video.
Is that like the Commando style one?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's an incredible game. And there's other developers I'm going to post on Facebook on the iiRcadians, where they make classic games like they just post classic games like I think there was a game called Molar Mall or something like that, and you're in somebody's mouth and you brush the teeth and like the teeth turn different colors, but like these old school 1970s games, and we could use some of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were really hurting for game ideas, I guess.
Yeah, if you're brushing teeth, black and tech.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I think I remember playing on the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got Galacticon. I mean, I've been begging for that game, and everybody's playing it now, and they understand how good it is. Papa Brad's been pushing Saturn Deluxe.
Game's fantastic.
I want to play that. Yes, please.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
So if you love Robotron, you cannot hate on that game. Like I am a hardcore arcade Robotron player, and that game has the magic of the dual stick shooter. It's just fantastic.
I just realized I've been on this stream for a little while, and I have not disclosed.
And
I've received games from iiRcade. So I apologize.
Confess.
Yes, confess.
Take my opinion with a grain of salt because I've received free games from them once or twice. So just let that be known.
When I'm not buying subs or fighting the person that hates iiRcade the most in the world,
you're getting free stuff. Yeah,
I'm getting free things from iiRcade, which. I mean, it's like there's so much out there. It's like eventually, it's just like please stop. I mean, all I want to do is do a show about iiRcade. I love iiRcade. I'm here because I love the machine. I love the people. I love this group of people that play iiRcade games, and that's it. That's all this is about.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's right.
Before we leave, can I mention? So there's another company called Pixel Games UK, and they have 688 followers, but they recreated a lot of the old school games. They have a game like it's called Checkered Flag. It's like the old school Atari 7200 racing game, and they have like 10 more titles. And,
didn't they do Blasphemous Cuddles? I think Blasphemous is a pretty good game of theirs. It's like a side-scrolling, like tough as nails type of Castlevania game. That would be really good for the iiRcade. It's called Blasphemous. Really good game. They have
Frenzy, which is what's the original name of Frenzy? But they copied all the old
Berserk.
Berserk. Oh, how you do
Berserk.
it?
Yeah.
So they have like Frenzy, which is a perfect replica of Berserk, and they just kind of like updated it and took out all the bugs or whatever. I think that's another one Michael needs to look into is that Pixel Games UK and Reset UK.
So what does everyone have going on? I know what Brooklyn has going on later tonight. Tell them what's going on, Brooklyn.
Yeah, let me unmute. I got the Friday night arcade show going on tonight. We'll probably be live for about an hour and a half. Stop by, hang out with us. We're going to be doing the 1 quarter challenge with the new game that came out today, Cabal. And we are going to be doing another challenge, I'm Calling You Out. We're going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to do an I'm Calling You Out online challenge. So pretty much, if you're in the chat and you want to be involved in it, you don't even have to be on the show. We're going to be doing Magical Drop 3.
Okay, awesome.
The winner Also, will win. But besides winning Cuddle's shirt, I'm also throwing in a Screech wig. So,
and an iiRcade Gold.
Yes.
All
Of
right.
course, next, I know you have a new channel. It's pretty cool. I've been digging it. I like his strategy videos. You definitely need to go check out. He kind of tells you how to play these games at
He's
a higher
too
level.
good.
Yeah,
But he's sharing, which is great because he's improving my gameplay.
I definitely want to share the tips and that definitely helps everyone to become a better player at the games. Because I know how sometimes these games can be frustrating. They're
They can
so
be
hard
brutal.
at times, but we can help guide you through, and you'll see the path to success. And I've spent some time with Cabal, and be looking for a Cabal review gameplay video coming
Awesome.
soon.
Let me check
Brad,
it out.
I put deep thought into this. I think during the challenges, because Nyx is always there and it just destroys us. I think we should have Nyx should be guiding the players as they're playing with strategies.
Like coach.
Yeah,
that's
like
cool.
a coach. He should coach
I was
us.
thinking that coach. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's cool.
Of course, Cuddles is the
I'll tell you
pillar of
what,
our community.
Nyx's channel is amazing. I've learned a lot from him myself. But before we end, a casino game and a decent pinball game.
Oh,
casino game. I agree. A casino game would be a definite win.
I asked Michael about that a long time ago if we could get a casino game, and I think it was kind of like, oh, okay, like we'll take notes or whatever, but they didn't have any good potential
If
options.
not a casino game, give us 2-player joystick control for Karate Champ today, tomorrow. For this Tuesday, announce it, please.
Karate Champ, really?
This guy, man, he did a video today. It was absolute fire. Tell us about what you got going on, Kev Grit.
You know, the problem is buying 15 games in 2 weeks. You need time to play these things. So I plan on getting in because I've been buying these games and then I go in and favorite them right away. So I know which ones I bought. And now I'm going to go through and play them because I have like 16, 17 games before today's haul. So that's my goal. I want to go through some of these games and put like an hour or so in each game and enjoy them because collecting them like Pokemon's good, but you want to get in there and enjoy them. So that's my goal. I want to get in here and enjoy.
It's like too many games. And that's the thing. This machine, you can add, you can have hundreds of games on it if you want. You can have 10 games on it if you want. It's all up to you. That's what I do like about it. Like it's a la carte and you just buy what you want.
Thank goodness for the favorites feature. I'll say that.
I found so many new games that I didn't have yet last week for the arcade category.
Nice. Yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because I don't just put them on the machine. I play them.
Yeah.
You know the game I got hooked on was Minky Monkey. Mickey Monkey is the
tells me get Minky Monkey, Jeff. It'll be fun.
Didn't I bring that one to everyone's attention?
That game is hard as balls.
Did you refund it?
No.
I love that game. It's so simple.
I could get Papa's Brad's number 3 score. I could take that out. Then you start playing it.
The only issue
it looks like it would be an easy game. Like how hard could I told him this is like Donkey Kong Jr. Right?
Hey,
no,
it's the Atari thing.
It's hard.
That monkey just chases you fast.
Easy to learn, hard to master is the perfect 80s arcade game.
Chameleon's good
brutal.
too.
It's great.
That's a good one.
I picked up Chameleon. I've been enjoying that. Just kind of gives me that like old school Donkey Kong type vibe.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Jr.
Yeah.
Also Congo Bongo, but unfortunately, you can't really play that on the shows because you can't stream it. It's still a lot of fun.
Still a great game. I like it.
I'm able to get about 3 or 4 levels in on that one.
Better than me.
You can't stream it.
You just got to get. I used to play that back in the day, but on I think it was on ColecoVision.
So Jeff, what you got going on, buddy? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I'm playing some board games this weekend.
Yeah, you said some good stuff about the games.
But I got, like I said, I'm going to pick some of these up one at a time, and I'm going to try them out. And I've got a list going here of ones that I want to try, and I got all week to figure it out. But I think there's going to be some in here that are going to surprise me. I hope so.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I like when I find a game that I've never heard of, and I play it on iiRcade, and I like it. And there's a lot of games on this machine that are like that, So.
Oh, let me tell you, Peggle from last week. I picked up Peggle.
I picked up that one too. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I have a good time. I'm having a good time with that one.
That is fun. Silly looking, but it's an actual arcade game.
Yeah.
I have a theory.
And it was also like a
Zero
quarter
lines.
muncher feeding it, but trying to keep up with the time, keep your time going so you can keep getting more of the pegs.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
I want to ask you guys something. So iiRcade has talked about fourth quarter is going to be huge, right? Fourth quarter is going to be big. Well, here we are. It's November.
It's past fourth quarter.
So, but I just wanted to point this out. Do you guys notice how this year they're doing the sales much earlier than they did last year? So by December, the sales are going to be over.
Yeah,
so does that
Papa Noel is still going to sneak in a video?
Is there something more that's going to happen here after these sales are over that's going to be big? You guys think that they were
What's everyone think?
Intentionally done
Speculate.
because they
Huge
have
game
other big plans that they
That would
did.
be nice.
They want to get
Big
the sales out of
games.
the way,
New
and
game
then talk about
categories.
Virtua Fighter or other games that could be possibly coming.
I'm just really waiting on the send-in to be enabled.
Absolutely.
That's my biggest thing right now that
Whole new category opening.
I'm
up.
waiting on.
Lots
We
of
already
new-
know,
Ray
what
is
we're gonna
here.
play
Welcome.
when that
What's up, Ray?
gets enabled.
Rhea,
She's awesome. She's the coolest person. Like, no one's cooler than Rhea. I mean, check out her live streams too. She's a really awesome gamer.
She streams every day at like 2 p.m. Pacific. I know
I know,
because
it's
I watch
good.
her when I'm driving home.
We need one gym by
Jeff,
the
you
end
need to
of the
watch the road.
Yeah.
What? One of these days I'm going to get into an accident and like the ambulance is going to be like, he was watching YouTube while he
watching
was
these-
driving.
These 6 guys on a stream. What the hell is he
I
doing?
know, yeah. We're talking about old games. Well, I
A
think
week
that
later,
wraps
the
it up.
ambulance company has an iiRcade. They're like, "Yo,
That's okay.
Yeah,
But
I know.
you got liability insurance, right?
Yeah, I'm covered.
Well,
I want to know
thank.
whose daycare is that in the background. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I got all my grandkids here.
It's party time,
yeah,
Papa
yeah.
Brad.
They're,
Party
they're
time.
all waiting to bust in this
Yeah,
arcade.
yeah, they
They're
wanna
all
get in the
right out my
arcade.
door. Like, they're ready to hit these
Let me
games.
in, Versus.
Versus Hulk Bear, Hulk Bear, Hulk
Is that what
Bear.
they call it? Brad
The
loves
green
it.
one is Hulk Bear. Yeah, he loves it. He's obsessed with
Bear.
it. He just- I mean, it like I said, it's the audience for that game.
That's awesome.
But I would like to thank everyone for coming on. I'd like to give a special thanks to Steps Gaming who came on. She wasn't even
Steps.
feeling good, but she came and she showed up
A
anyway.
lot of people
Talk
not
about
feeling
fighting
good, yeah.
games. It's a
Yeah.
kind of our expert on that. But thank you. I would say check out everyone's channel here. Got a ton of great people. Love the iiRcade. I love iiRcade doing these sales. Keep it up, and I can't wait for shmups because that's when I mean this machine. Just save your money because you should get everything almost
Every
in
single
that category.
all 53 of them.
It's filled to
I
the
already
rim with
have
the best
every
of the
shmup
best
in the
shmups.
system, so
Yeah.
I'll actually
Yeah.
save some money this week.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna send us out, and I appreciate everyone coming on here. Everyone
Thanks,
have
everybody.
a great week. Thank you.
see him."